Good morning and welcome to my channel. We'll skip the introductory aspect for the time being. I've just thought I'll vlog my journey with my BMW E36 coupe. It is quite scarce in South Africa. We have more sedans than coupes, believe it or not. Yeah, that's the thing. I bought this car last year in October. Very rough shape. It was driving, but basically everything needed to be touched. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do to the car. I basically had to get it roadworthy first. But yeah, it was good bones in some sense, I guess. But yeah, but it's been a headache. Literally everything needed to be touched on this car. Anyhow, I moved provinces since buying the car and I had to rush to get everything done, and there's been problem after problem. About 2 or 3 months ago I got this fuel smell and yeah, stopped driving it, pulled it into the garage, pulled the fuel rail and the intake, and I was waiting for parts. I was so upset, I just didn't want to deal with it. But I got parts in from my friend last week, and I thought I'll take you guys along on the journey in assembling the intake, M50 intake and the fuel rail. So yeah, stay tuned. And there she is, guys, my coupe. She's been standing for 2 to 3 months once again. Wasn't very responsible, actually very responsible, by closing the intake ports for any dust, creatures or anything that's going in there. You don't want to get that stuck between the valves. Nightmare story after that. Well, look at my lovely intake. Bought this car like this. I think the only benefit of drilling holes, which I wouldn't do, into intake box would be to, well, improve sound, induction sound. Backstory on this is a 325i, so it's supposed to be an M50 B25. However, noticed this is a M52 B25i, so instead of having the Siemens engine management system, instead of having the Bosch engine management system, it has a Siemens setup, MS41. And yeah, I took all this apart because of a fuel leak or smell, replaced fuel hoses and everything, and I've been scratching my head for months at the time, and I found out that it was my fuel pressure regulator. And yeah, I had my friend ship some parts from Cape Town. I opened the box now, and yeah, got another fuel rail with a fuel pressure regulator on it, and yeah, that's the part I need to put all of this together. This engine is no longer a 325 or 2.5. I stroked it with a M54 3-liter crank and pistons, and the rods obviously, and the cams on the intake, I have the M54 B30 intake cam, and on the exhaust I have the well-known M50 B25 non-vanos exhaust cam machine, both cams machined to fit perfectly in this application. I'm running on I deleted the CCV or PCV, whatever you want to call it, system, running on an oil catch can. It's just down there at the back. Need to find a better place to relocate that. But yeah, let's start wrenching, guys. Okay, we're back. So as you can see here, the fuel pressure regulator had a break in the seal. Anyhow, it was quicker just to send out another one. So if you notice, I'm missing a cap here. That came off as I pulled the rail out of the intake. I'll have one shipped down from Cape Town out of my storage locker. I had to change the fuel pressure regulator from the other rail because that one was very dusty, and this one was in the car, and I just wanted to be cautious, so I don't want any sand in my fuel rail. Of course, I'm running a M50 B25 intake. It flows better air, bigger runners. Let's see. Let's take you into my ports. Do we have the torch on? Oh, should have done this in the first place. Okay, as you can see, they're quite clean. No oil in them. The benefits. Running coach car. Yep. Looks like a rat's nest now, but we'll sort it out fairly easily. I won't be able to record refitting the stuff, videoing on my cell phone. But yeah, let's get busy. I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done. Or midway through, depends. There you go, guys, it's all together. Alright, I'll connect up the battery quickly, put on the ignition, and check if we get any fuel leaks. Okay, put on this ignition. Checking if the regulator's wet. Previous one just leaked fuel. Feels safe. Give it a start. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good. Sound like an M52. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, I thought I'll give you guys some context on my procedure before starting the car. Basically, I had to unplug the fuel pump relay and swing the car to build up oil pressure. The car has been standing for some time and I wanted to play it safe, making sure that all parts are lubricated. And before I put the relay back, I bridged 2 wires to bleed the fuel rail, and that made for that instant start. Upon starting the car, I picked up a slight exhaust leak. I panicked a bit and then I quickly realized that I have my wideband O2 sensor unplugged and removed from my exhaust, and yeah, I need to put that back. I run a constant wideband O2 for one reason only. There was no M52 B30, so I needed to build my own map, and I used the M52 B28 map and I built it up from there. I don't have any dyno facilities and I had to road tune the car each time I take the car out. It is quite fun if you're starting messing around with tuning, but I caution you guys, if you're going to do it, just be very careful. The stock ECU have other features as well, and to use that features you need custom firmware, but that is available as well. When I do the wideband O2 and tuning videos, I'll show you guys what to use and how to use it. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I think I've covered everything. It wasn't exactly a step-by-step video on how to fit the intake and how to fit the fuel rail. It's just some video documentation on my journey, and I want to share it with everyone. So yeah, I'm going to do the wideband thing soon because I can't deal with that exhaust sound, and then I'm going to pull it out and give it a wash. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.